These next problems are going to be similar to the ones that we did with the what is 12% of 50. They're just going to be worded a little bit different. In these statements, we're going to be told a percent that we're dealing with. So in this case, we're going to complete all the statements for 10%. There are two ways to work these again, so I'm going to show both ways. One way is to think about what 10% means. 10% means 10 out of every 100. That's just the definition of 10%, because percent is per 100, so we've got 10 per 100 is our 10%. So then I can think about what I'm given in my information here. So I'm told blank out of every 200. So instead of 100, I need to turn that into 200. So I do that by multiplying by 2. So 100 times 2 gives me 200. There's my out of every 200. So if I did it to this part of my number sentence, then I'm going to do it over here to this part, and I would get 20. So that would be my answer over here, would be 20. And we could keep the same idea to the next one. So now I'm out of every 50. So 100 needs to turn into 50. So instead of multiplying, I'm going to divide by 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50. So it's blank out of every 50. So 10, again, I'm going to divide by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that would go in this blank spot here. The next one, now I'm dealing with my first number. I have been dealing with 100. Now I'm going to be dealing with 10. So 1 for every. So I need 10 to turn into 1. So I'm going to divide by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. That's what I'm starting with. So now I'm going to divide 100 divided by 10 to give me 10. So that's going to be in the blank spot. And one more of these to practice. 30 for every blank. Again, I'm going to need to turn 10 into 30. So I'm going to be multiplying. 10 times 3 gives me 30. I'm only dealing with multiplication and division, but again, because it's percent per 100. That's my division idea. And multiplication and division go together. So I'm going to multiply my 100 by 3 as well to get 300. So that's my answer over here on this side. So these are my answers, but I'm going to work them using our same is over of that we used in other types of problems. Let's type that. So let's see. We can set this up as our is over of, just like we did the ones before. So is over of is equal to percent over 100. So we're going to keep this concept and apply it to these situations as well. My percent is 10. So this side, the percent over 100 is going to stay the same every time. It's going to be 10 over 100. I don't really see the words is and of quite as clearly in this one, but I do see of right here. So this of every 200 or of every 50, that's the bottom part of the ratio. So this is going to be 200. And then my first blank is the is. So here's my ratio. Just like I did on the other problems, I'm going to cross multiply. So I would get, when I cross multiply, 100 times the x is 100x. And on the other side, 200 times 10 is 2,000. And then when I divide both sides by 100, I'm back with 20. So I get the same answer. I'm not going to do every single one of these again, but I will do one of these on the bottom. B is going to work the same way. 50 is going to be on the of, and my blank spot is the is. I'm going to do one of these down here. I'll do the C. So 1 is the is, and this time I'm looking for the of. This one's really hard to see the is and of since we don't have those words. We have for, every. But just remember this first number is the is, and the blanks in the second number is the of in this case. So again, it's going to be 10 over 100, because for this problem, I was dealing with 10%. Cross multiplying, again, 1 times 100 is going to give me 100. X times 10 is going to give me 10x. And then when I divide both sides by 10, 100 divided by 10 is 10. So I get the answer that I already knew I had.